Hello, welcome back. Hope you're having a beautiful start to your day. If you're new, I'm Earth Angel 111. Thank you so much for stopping by. Gonna do love messages from the person on your mind. So this could be someone you're married to, someone you're crushing on, or someone you've walked away from. But do keep in mind they're love messages, so only take what resonates. And let me see, what's the first message that they wish you knew right now? All right. Wow. First one says wedding. Okay, so if you've been in a long-term relationship with this person, they are ready. They're ready to put a ring on it. They're ready to move forward in some form of higher commitment. And others of you may already be married to this person. So that's beautiful because this energy doesn't come out often. So this will be someone's confirmation that yes, the person you're dealing with is looking forward to a long-term relationship with you. And more so than that, making it official so that everybody knows that you are theirs and they are yours. Beautiful. It says, you cared about me more than anyone else ever did before. So whoever you're dealing with wants to, first of all, acknowledge the fact that the reason why they see such a long-term relationship with you is because you could literally love them more than they've ever felt in any other relationship by anyone else, including their friends or family. And maybe this is something that is incredibly beautiful to them. Next one says, I need to get my life in order before coming forward. You deserve that. So for those of you who feel like, why is this person stalling? You know, you feel like you met your person, but you're wondering why the relationship hasn't really taken off to the point where it should be. It's because they want to be the best version of themselves for you. So behind the scenes, your person's been working on getting their career right, getting their money right, possibly getting a home right, okay, getting their health right, just being the best version of themselves, possibly even healing from past traumas or heartbreaks or things that they've gone through before knowing you. It feels as though this is someone who hasn't fully opened up about how much they've been through, but they want to be healed so that when you two are together, they aren't someone who really burdens you, if that makes sense. So your person could really feel as though they've been a burden in the past to people, although I'm sure you don't feel that way since you cared about them more than anyone else ever did. But yeah, this person could really feel as though in the past they were extremely hard to love. And then you just meet the right person and it flows so naturally, right? Like the friendship, the love, everything. When you meet that right person, it just feels incredibly peaceful. And that's how they feel about you. So they feel like you're so damn cute. Okay, this person has a hard time keeping their eyes off you. They could think you are extremely attractive, like, damn, you sexy, okay? Whether you're dealing with a masculine or a feminine, however you resonate, whether you're the masculine or a feminine watching. It says, I'm about to pop up on you. Ooh, so if you're newly dating this person, they're planning some type of meetup between the two of you. Okay, they're about to pop up at your house, they're about to pop up at your job, or they're about to pop up on you and be like, hi, here I am. And for others of you, if you're already dating this person, they're about to pop up on you and say, listen, I'm ready to take this to the next level in the commitment. So you are so smart, always leaving me intrigued. Your person feels like you are incredibly well suited for them when it comes to your intelligence. There's something about your emotional intelligence that really turns this person on. Like I said, this person really just feels as though you are incredibly calming in their life, and maybe they experienced a lot of love before you that always had limitations or drama attached to it. So when you go through a lot of high stress relationships and then all of a sudden you meet someone and everything's just chill, like there's no fighting, there's no drama, there's no disagreements, things are just natural. Like your person is feeling incredibly inspired by you right now. It says wants you to accept them for who they are. So this person could feel as though they're hard to love. Maybe there's certain things about them that are out of the normal. So for example, they could have a really interesting career. Okay, they could be someone who has very interesting ways of being, but they know that you love them for that. So they just want you to accept every part of them for who you are and who they are. And it says they want to travel with you. So your person's been thinking about going on a vacation with you. Okay, that could be what they're about to pop up on you and say, like, hey, I got last minute tickets, pack your bags, we're going to Hawaii or something like that. I feel as though this person loves to travel. Maybe that could be as well what they want you to accept them for. They could be someone incredibly hardworking who in their career requires them to travel. So maybe they're not going to always be able to be at home with you, but they want to know, are you willing to be in a relationship with them even though they could have a very demanding career or they could have a very high demanding life. Maybe they have a stressful life and you're like the calm in the storm. So next one says, talking to you is the best part of my day. So your person feels like whenever they're in communication with you, whether it's brief or long standing, it's the best part of their day every single day, okay? Especially too, if you two recently had a beautiful date together or you had a very interesting, deep conversation with your person, they feel like that's the highlight of their day, okay? Some people like sports highlights. Your person's highlight of the day is talking to you. Beautiful. So this person wants to take care of you and true intentions. They want you to know that their intentions are real with you. They don't want you to feel as though you have to meet a certain expectation in order for them to love you. Like, for example, if this person is a particular way, maybe a lot of people feel as though they need to be a certain level or status in order to date this person. And maybe you've come to feel that way about yourself. Like, they want you to know that you are more than good enough, collective, okay? Especially if you're the feminine watching and you're dealing with a very, very successful masculine, right? Sometimes it can be intimidating. Like, are you enough, right? Is there always going to be someone that they're going to meet that could be better? This person wants you to know it doesn't matter who they meet. Talking to you is the best part of their day. So this could be someone who does meet a lot of people in their life, in their career, in their travels, however it resonates, but they feel like you are the most intelligent, the most well-spoken, the most well-mannered, respectful, and loving. So absolutely beautiful, because especially if this person does meet a lot of people on the regular, for them to feel like you're the most loving person they've ever met, collective, you have done your job, okay? So go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back, because your person could spend all day, every day meeting people for work or for their life, but they feel like you've shown them some type of deep, unconditional love they've never experienced with anyone else, and that is their favorite part about you. So their intentions are true, and they always will be for you, and they want you to know that you could also be someone who really takes care of yourself. They love that about you, but they want to be able to help take care of you and the relationship too. So absolutely beautiful. You're definitely dealing with a provider. Now that could make a lot of sense too, why they want to get their life in order before coming towards you, because maybe this person really wants to make sure they get their self set up for life, and then they can come towards you and give you that deep love that you truly deserve. So let me pull a few more messages and see what comes out. Okay, a lot of them are coming out. Okay, this one's flipped over, so I'm going to take this and then the few that are here. So it says, I need to be honest about something. So there's something that they really want to tell you. Maybe this has something to do with their past or how they're feeling about you. You could be dealing with someone who's incredibly emotionally closed off. Like maybe they feel as though they really have to hold back their feelings when they're involved in a relationship. But when it comes to you, you make all these emotions just pour out of your person so naturally. So if you are in a higher level of commitment already, they want to start a family with you, okay? They can be looking at you like you the one. You're the one that they want to have a family with, that they want to put a ring on, and that in itself is an overwhelming feeling, right? You can spend your whole life dating people, just having fun, being casual, being in, even long-term relationships, but never getting to that point. And then when you finally meet that person, it's like, wake up, right? Alarm bells going off, and not even necessarily in a bad way, but just like, holy, you found your person. So it says, I feel like I'm not good enough. This could be what they want to be. Wow. This could definitely be what they want to talk to you about. There could be moments in their life where they feel like they aren't where you need them to be, if that makes sense. So they want to really improve themselves for you. Next one says, do you feel the same as I do? I want to grow old with you. Absolutely beautiful. So this person has nothing but deep love for you. And at the end of the day, they need you to know that they're ready to really just take your relationship to a much further standing than it's ever been in the past. So they have a hard time expressing themselves, and especially since knowing you, you have unleashed some type of feelings in your person that can be at times very peaceful, but also very overwhelming, right? Like this person could have really grown up with a very stressful life before knowing you, or even just up to the moments before knowing you, meeting you. So it says, let's do something spontaneous. They could want to take you on a very exciting romantic getaway, or just do something exciting. Like I'm feeling like scuba diving, bungee jumping, okay, going on some roller coasters, going to a theme park, going on a spontaneous trip, maybe even doing that, what's that, like sky dining thing where you eat up in the air in the sky, like something wild, okay? Your person's like, would you be down to experience all that with me? Okay, that's how they feel. Going to the Eiffel Tower. Like your person wants to do a lot of firsts with you because they feel like you're the first person that's made them feel like they're worth loving. So this person could have really struggled in the past with just feeling as though they were good enough. So for some of you, this could be someone who's kind of came into your life and like ran out of your life as well, if that makes sense. Like they ghosted you, got scared, or they just didn't fully commit in the past. Maybe they played it off more casual with you, but their intentions were always to be more. It says, I know it's my turn to make amends. So if you feel as though your relationship isn't exactly where you want it to be with them currently, like they know it's their turn to really step up and just explain to you like how they feel about you. You know, they really want to be able to show you that you mean a lot more to them than they've ever led on in the past. So it says, I live in constant regret, forever thinking I could just replace what we have. I miss you deeply. So whenever you two aren't in communication, this won't be resonating for all of you, but for those of you who've gone through a separation and are reuniting with this person, they feel as though they thought the grass would be greener, or they thought they could just keep moving through life being non-committal. And then they're realizing that like losing you is not something that they want to go through in their life. It's time for them to really just step up and be that relationship person that they know you deserve. So you could be dealing with someone who has an incredible fear of commitment, but they know that you deserve that type of love from them. And this is someone who in the past like didn't step up and tell you that. So, my dearest love, there's a love letter here. And this is so funny because as I just said, and I hadn't read this yet, it says, at first I ran from this love. I couldn't understand my emotions and felt it easier to be closed off towards you. But the more I give in, the more I let you break down my emotional barriers, the more I realize how much I trust you will keep my heart safe. I'm falling in love with you. So your person knows that even every time they run away from you, you always make them feel incredibly easy to love. You always make them feel incredibly understood. And most importantly, you always make them feel reassured that even when they run away or they're focused on career and other things, you're not just going to turn your back on them. Like you could be someone who's incredibly emotionally mature enough to know that real relationships take work. And when you find someone that's worth keeping, okay, worth fighting for, you let them do their own thing and you let them figure it out, right? And also too, real love isn't trying to control someone. Real love is letting someone find themselves and grow with you. Because when you're in a long-term relationship with someone, y'all are both going to change. So many times. Could change your career, could change your living life, like where you live, your friends, your social circle, your habits, your things that you're attracted to, your things you eat. You're constantly changing, right? Your gym routine. No gym and then the gym, no gym, right? Your favorite sports teams. Everything changes when you're in a good relationship, when you go through seasons with each other. So beautiful. Love calls at the bottom here. And sunglasses. Your person could wear a lot of sunglasses, or you could. It says watching, looking, perception, and stalking. So your person could be kind of observing you, and over time they've observed your loyalty to them. So this could be someone you've dealt with for a number of weeks, months, or years even. I feel like for a lot of you, this could be a newer relationship, but it could be like a year or two you've been involved or interested in each other. So this person has watched you and really seen that you're loyal. Like, you don't need to be in a full-blown commitment to be loyal to someone, but you're also not out there trying to capture, you know, every bit of their attention. Like you're really focused on just healing and being the best version of yourself for them. And they appreciate the fact that you give them room to grow. So love call is here, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you and informing you. So your person, this is what they want to let you know. There's something they want to come towards and tell you. Maybe in the past, you were more so the one to initiate conversations, dates, efforts, emotions, and your person's been quite reserved. But they feel more at peace the more that they get to know you and the more that they feel comfortable in knowing that you are going to keep their heart safe. So separation is here, and so, 2 came out. Separation. And codependent came out, but it's in reverse. So in the past, your person was experiencing some type of emotional block or codependency, and they realize now that you have allowed them to break free of those chains, to be a better version of yourself. See, this person could have felt as well, like in the past, they were constantly having short-term relationships and running away from them. And now they feel as though they've healed, you've healed, and maybe too, you guys could have kept going together, running away from each other. Take it how it resonates. But with separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, and thinking about the future. So for a lot of you, this person really knows that you guys have to work on things. Giving someone the silent treatment or not working through your emotions is never going to lead to the results either of you want. What's most important is open and honest conversation, even if y'all ain't on the same page, right? That's the most mature thing you can do in love for someone, is tell them whether or not you're interested or you're not interested. If you don't have the emotional capacity to just be honest with someone, even if you know it's going to hurt them, what hurts people more is to leave them wondering, right? So your person's really coming to realize that they need to be honest with you about how they feel, and more so than that, they just need to be honest with you that in the past, they felt like an option, okay? So you could have had options in the past. It says, don't treat me like an option. So your person maybe felt like you had options, and they're like, yeah, they're hot and cold with you because they don't want to feel like they're just an option on your list. They want to be reassured that you are loyal to them. And this could be what your person wants to communicate. It says they really respect you now. So this person that you are dealing with, okay, whether you're dating, married, crushing on, or in separation, they feel as though they have a lot of respect for you now, how you've handled yourself, how you've handled the relationship, how it's gone, and how you've allowed them to have room to grow. That's the biggest thing. You've really allowed this person not to feel pressured to have to be in a relationship with you, but to find themselves. And through that, that's when they miss you, and that's when they realize, or are realizing, how much they love you. So lips is here. Ooh. Your person could love kissing you, and for others of you, if you haven't totally had too many moments kissing you, they could be like, damn, when am I going to get to touch those lips, okay? So your person loves your lips, whether, you know, you got thin lips, plump lips, however you resonate. You can wear lipstick, no lipstick. They just love your lips, okay? They could love watching you talk. So making time for you is my priority. What they want you to know is they're devoted in the future to making more time for you, communicating more to you, and especially too, like I said, if this is someone with a very busy career, they're more dedicated to this relationship than maybe they've been in the past, because their priorities have really changed. Like they're starting to realize in the past that they could have honestly put y'all on the back burner, and now they regret not just telling you how they feel. So they want to buy you flowers this year. This person's been daydreaming about sending a beautiful bouquet, okay, to your house, to your work, somewhere to surprise you. They could know you like roses. Maybe y'all got a rose tattoo or peonies. Incredibly attractives here. So this person finds you to be absolutely attractive, okay? They feel like you could have a very unique sense of style and beauty about you, and they love that. They love that you're not trying to be like everyone else. You know, in the world, there's all these trends people follow, which is awesome, right? Teach their own, but you could be someone who is the trendsetter. You ain't trying to follow the trends, you're trying to make your own. And they love your uniqueness. They find you to be incredibly attractive, and it could be something about your features are very unique and distinguished to them, including your lips. So tasty favorite snack is here. Your person definitely wants to treat you, possibly take you out for dinner. And I'm going to pull one final message for you. Their ego got in the way. So in the past, this person feels as though their ego got in the way, and now they're ready to make things right.